Welcome to the home of WWE News Rumors and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
First of all, it has to be acknowledged the terrific, the great, the awesome, the incredible job the WWE did remembering, paying homage, respecting, bringing up the death, the memorial, the passing, and doing it in such a monumental way. The WWE dedicating Raw, SmackDown, and NXT to the life and times, to the memory of the late, great Hulk Hogan. And it just, even though we're almost a week into this thing, it just doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem legitimate, but it is indeed real. And, I sat back and said, whose death am I taking more? Whose death has affected me more? Is it Ozzy Osbourne or is it Hulk Hogan? No doubt it's Hulk Hogan because I'm a wrestling fan. But I was a big fan of Ozzy. Don't get me wrong. I was a huge fan of Ozzy. Shirts, hats, posters, magazines, books. But nothing compared to the immortal Hulk Hogan. Maybe that's just the wrestling fan in me. But Hulk Hogan's death really struck another chord, a whole nother level. Although I'll be honest, I wasn't the biggest Hulkamaniac, but I was a fan of Hulk Hogan. When Hulk Hogan was on the card, you can damn me well bet that Seanzviewent Entertainment was going to buy a ticket. Just like at the 2006 SummerSlam when he went against Randy Orton at the Boston Garden against the Viper. The Viper and Hogan locked horns. As a matter of fact, if history serves me correctly, Hulk Hogan is undefeated at SummerSlam. Yes, Hulk Hogan has never been defeated at SummerSlam. So there's a little quick tidbit for all of you out there. But as they say, sometimes things go from bad to worse. And I don't know how much more worse it could get than the death of Hulk Hogan because, ladies and gentlemen, that hit the world like you would never even imagine. But again, as they say in the WWE, in the world, in life, the show must go on. And the memory of Hulk Hogan will go on forever. That is why Hulkamania will live forever. It's just that when you think about Hulk Hogan, you don't think about death. You don't think about passing away. You don't think about him no longer being here with us. Now, I guess, I don't know if there's a lot of rumor and speculation about, I don't even want to hit on this subject just yet because, again, I want more details. But I am working on another massive story about Hulk Hogan that has not been seen, read, or heard yet. I'm working on another story. That's why it's so important to subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications. Cyndi Lauper honors Hulk Hogan after his death. Cyndi Lauper, and we all know what Cyndi Lauper had to do with the immortal Hulk Hogan. So the great Cyndi Lauper, the MTV, the rock and wrestling era, the connection that it was. And again, there's a lot of back and forth concerning, is Nick Hogan going to sign with the WWE? Is he going to be a wrestler, a commentator, a manager? Is he going to help out backstage as a trainer? Is he going to be in NXT? There's a lot of rumor and speculation about Nick Hogan and will he be in the WWE? Your thoughts, your comments, and your emotions on all of that. Do you think that it would be the right thing for Nick Hogan to be in the wrestling industry? Or... And another thing that people are saying, and this is just one of the tidbits I want to bring out there, is a big contributor to Hulk Hogan and his health and him just really downgrading over the last several years is all those leg drops. Hulk Hogan said if he could have went back and done it all again, the leg drop really killed his back, it killed his legs, it killed his neck. That leg drop really had detrimental effects on Hulk Hogan, and that could have been one of the many contributed factors to why Hulk Hogan passed away at just 71 years of age. I mean, to think that Hogan was competing in his 40s, his 50s, and his 60s. Hulk Hogan was competing. Not every night, obviously, because he had already done that in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. He had already been there. He had already done that, okay? So there's no need for Hogan, a 60, 70-year-old man, to be in a professional wrestling ring. But Hulk Hogan would push the limits night in and night out, day in and day out. Hulk Hogan. And another thing that a lot of people don't give Hulk Hogan credit for, I think Hulk Hogan was the first in WWE or WWF, whatever you want to call it, was the first ever star, the big star, to have entrance music, to have a theme song on his way to the ring. I think Hulk Hogan was one of the first. I could be wrong, but I think Hulk Hogan was one of the men that put having wrestling theme music on the way to the ring, made it a thing, made it popular, made it over, made it uber. And again, Hulk Hogan was just known for so many different things on so many different levels and on so many different people. Again, they don't make characters. They don't make personas like Hulk Hogan anymore. And like I said, the fact that WWE did three shows to him this week, one whole week of Hulkamania. They released a new Hulk Hogan merchandise line on WWE Shop. I mean, what more could you ask of the WWE? The only thing I ask is that they do something at SummerSlam, because Hulk Hogan was synonymous with SummerSlam just like he was with WrestleMania. But the big factor, the big difference between SummerSlam and WrestleMania is Hulk Hogan never lost at SummerSlam. So I hope the WWE does something to recognize Hulk Hogan at that event, SummerSlam. I can just say I'm happy, I'm proud that I got to see Hogan on more than one occasion. On more than one occasion, I got to see this iconic figure right before our very eyes. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the rumors, the news, the speculation, the gossip, the hearsay. According to those in the know, we all know Vince McMahon was involved in a major car wreck. Vince McMahon in a car crash. Actually, I'm working on another big top story about that as well. The wrestling community has been rocked by yet another shocking news, as rumors began circulating regarding a potential health scare for yet another top WWE star in the industry. Now, we know Hulk Hogan reportedly died of cardiac arrest, but currently there's a lot more being said into that, more read into that. Following the sudden and tragic passing of Hulk Hogan last week, fans are now speculating that another top WWE star could be suffering from heart issues, because again, Hulk Hogan reportedly had cardiac issues stemming from neck surgery. Now, according to various sources, this wrestler is a former WWE champion, sending fans into a frenzy as they try to piece together the puzzle. Now, with no official confirmation from the WWE or the wrestler himself, it is important to approach these rumors with caution and not jump to conclusions. However, if the rumor is indeed true, or the speculation, it would be a devastating blow to both the wrestling world and the fans. Now, just like Hulk Hogan, this wrestler holds a special place in the hearts of many, having entertained and inspired fans for years with their incredible talent and their charisma, their over-the-top personality. While the identity of the wrestler remains unknown at this point, fans have been buzzing with potential names and speculations. Some have suggested that it could be a veteran like The Rock, could be someone like The Undertaker, or it could be somebody that we already know has heart issues, The Game, Triple H. We also know that in the past, Stone Cold Steve Austin almost died a day before WrestleMania 19 with heart issues. Regardless of who the wrestler is, one thing is for sure, the wrestling community is once again rattled and facing the harsh reality of the physical toll that comes with being a professional wrestler. From the grueling travel schedule to the intense physicality, the workouts, the eating, the sport, it's no secret that wrestlers put their bodies through a lot for the sake of entertainment. It is a sad, stark reminder that behind the flashy personas and larger-than-life characters, these wrestlers are human beings, first and foremost, who are susceptible to health issues just like anyone else. And as fans, it is important to remember that these wrestlers are not invincible and to show our support and love and admiration for them both in and out of the ring. While we wait for an official update on the rumor, let's keep this wrestler, their family, and our friends in our thoughts and prayers. Let's also take a moment to appreciate and celebrate their contributions to the wrestling world and the impact that they have had on our lives as fans. In the meantime, let's also use this as a reminder to prioritize our health and take care of ourselves. Whether you're a professional wrestler or not, as a community to support and uplift each other during this very difficult time. Stay tuned for any other updates on this developing story, and as always, let's continue to spread the love and positivity in the wrestling world. After all, that's the sport is all about entertaining and bringing people together, no matter the challenges that we may face at the current time. And with as fast and as quick and as sudden as we lost the immortal Hulk Hogan, again, viewers, you literally do got to live every day like it's your last, because we never know. We never, ever know. The only one that knows is the man above, the man that's in charge. And I'm not into, being, into the church and gospel and holy, and I'm not going to sing the praises of that, but I hope there is a God. I hope we do get taken care of, and I hope then that when that day calls that we have to answer. And again, I'm not trying to go into religion. I'm not trying to do that, but all we can do is hope. All we can do is hope. Speaking about hope, viewers, fans, and subscribers, at this time, at this stage, there may be no hope for this man, Jamar Hampton, who criticized WWE for holding a Hulk Hogan tribute on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Again, you can probably, Jamar Hampton, goodbye. You can probably kiss your WWE career. You probably just flushed your own career down the damn toilet. What a stupid, what a idiotic thing to do, especially as you're with the WWE and as you are contracted with World Wrestling Entertainment. How could you do such a thing? How could you say such a thing? Sick. Oh, my God. Wow. There's just no words. There is absolutely no words to use for that human being. Some things are better off left unsaid. Brooke Hogan claims that the WWE actually never invited her to the Hulk Hogan tribute shows like Nick Hogan. Now, again, there has been a lot of rumor and speculation that there is some backlash. There's some heat in the Hogan family. There's a lot of drama going down in the Hulk Hogan family about how Hulk Hogan should look in the casket, what he should wear in the casket. There's a lot of back and forth about what Hulk Hogan is going to look like when he dies, or actually as he's already dead. Again, I hate to even think about Hulk Hogan in the past tense. It's very rough. It's very tough for me to talk about it. Samoa Joe confirms return status after being written off AEW television. It would appear as if Samoa Joe will be returning to AEW TV once again. Is that something you are looking forward to? Your thoughts, your comments, and your emotions. Linda Hogan, the former wife of Hulk Hogan, breaks down. I never got over him. I still love Hulk Hogan. I still love Terry Bollea. This according to Linda Hogan, who just about took him for every damn dime and cent that he had. Do we believe that? Cyndi Lauper is wrestling legend on tour, but leaves out Hulk Hogan after his death. That's a little odd. Triple H is going to speak at the inaugural TED Sport event in Indianapolis this summer. And guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but we almost lost Triple H a couple years ago due to a heart issue. Triple H would have been dead. Kevin Nash would have been the only one alive, seemingly, out of the Clique and out of the NWO. Because, we don't have Hulk Hogan. We don't have Scott Hall around no more. We don't have, Mean Gene Okerlund, a big part of the Hulkamania era. I mean, all these different things, man, it is, wow. It is something. Everybody that we grew up on, I mean, if you look at WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 85% of the wrestlers are dead, are no longer with us, have passed away. If you look at all the WrestleMania cards, especially the main events, the first few main events of WrestleMania, Hogan and Bundy, Hogan and Andre, Hogan and Piper, all dead, all no longer with us. Wow. Several fans paid tribute to Hulk Hogan at Orlando Beach Shop following his passing. Can you imagine that this is going to be, guys? This is going to be the first Thanksgiving. This is going to be the first SummerSlam. This is going to be the first Christmas without Hulk Hogan. Without the immortal Hulk Hogan. What a shock. Tony Khan addresses concerns about network pushback over AEW's violent matches. Do you think AEW should keep up with the blood, the brutality, and the profanity? Former WWE star Duke the Dumpster Droese set for court in an attempted child exploitation case. AEW World's End 2025 date, location, and venue revealed. WWE's Unreal series. Yeah, what did you guys, I want everyone's thoughts and opinions in your review. What did you think about the Netflix series WWE Unreal? Blasted for exposing wrestling's secrets. It is now being blasted. Listen, we already know what wrestling's about. We know what it's made of. We know it's entertainment. We know it's scripted. I don't like to use the word fake. There's nothing fake about wrestling. The gruesome injuries, the brutality, the violence, the physical toll it takes on your body. It may be scripted, it may be planned, but there is nothing fake about professional wrestling, okay? And for anyone that wants to still call it fake, I dare you to do what these wrestlers do night in and night out. You wouldn't last 30 seconds in the ring, buddy. Drew McIntyre's SummerSlam match is actually still in jeopardy. His match could still be canceled. Logan Paul might have to find a last-minute replacement at SummerSlam if Drew McIntyre cannot make it back into the United States in the amount of time. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Yes, several fans pay tribute to Hulk Hogan at his beach shop, obviously, and I'm glad they have. I'm glad they're doing that. WWE star's real-life fiance is set to participate in SummerSlam tryout. With Vince McMahon being involved in a car crash, the person that was also involved in the car crash, they're lucky to be alive. Oh, multiple, not one or two, multiple title matches have been booked for the August 5th WWE NXT. Also coming through here on Seanzviewent Entertainment, WWE Raw ranks number 5 globally on Netflix for the July 21st episode. Because remember, WWE Raw, the ratings, the way it works on Netflix, they're always going to be a week behind. Always a week behind. Gunther had the following to say about the challenger CM Punk at SummerSlam. One of the most unique performers that the business has ever had. Crash victim reveals details of Vince McMahon's 90-mile-per-hour Connecticut collision. What is this, AEW collision? The AEW Women's Tag Team title plans delayed due to injury. Also, Drew McIntyre's SummerSlam status, again, still remains in jeopardy. Who's going to step up? Also coming through here on Seanzviewent Entertainment, Adam Pearce reveals that a fan paid him to tell him he should be fired. Bianca Belair details gruesome WrestleMania injury, which is why she is still out right now. NXT's Sol Ruka breaks records as a NXT WWE double champion. Brooke Hogan reportedly wanted no part of Hulk Hogan's will. That is the report online in a shocking state of affairs. Vince McMahon has been cited. It is official now. It's not rumor or speculation. Vince McMahon cited after multi-vehicle Connecticut crash. Becky Lynch says that fans who disliked SummerSlam 2021 finish missed the story. WWE's Wyatt 6 Haunted House coming to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2025, and that should be one for the ages. The original card has been revealed and unveiled online. The original WrestleMania 41 card unveiled online, according to WWE Unreal, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletter. So there are some complexities falling out of WrestleMania and going into SummerSlam this year. So some complexities there. New El Grande Americano appears on Raw a couple of nights ago. What did you think about the new and improved El Grande Americano? Chris Bay sees the ironic side of injury and grateful to be alive. Cody Rhodes, and guys, what did you think about Happy Gilmore 2? There was a couple of wrestlers in there we saw. But Cody Rhodes was considered for Happy Gilmore Part 2. And what did you think about that Adam Sandler film, the second edition, the second installment of Happy Gilmore? It is being claimed that Hulk Hogan's inner circle hid his death decline. Let's see what we got cooking up here. We're cooking, guys. We're cooking today. We are getting that momentum going. We are getting that momentum going. Tiffany Stratton defends keeping her mean girl persona despite turning into a baby face. A good guy, as they say. Because there's a face and there's a baby face and there's a heel. That's what they call them in the business. That is the damn business. And all right, guys, I think we've reached the end. So we're gonna kind of shut it off here. But we got a lot more to go. We got plenty more to go. I got massive stories, new stories I'm working on for you because I stay true to the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Because if it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. Remember, guys, like, comment, interact. I don't want any of you to be mute, even if you just say hi or what's up or good show. I want everybody to get you their thoughts, their emotions, your vibes. Because again, on this show, your view is the only view that matters. Subscribe.